What's going on, everybody? It's your boy WayneBreezie. On this episode, we're going to break down this game, give you the latest in 49ers news, and we're going to open up the Breezy hotline. All that and more. And I got my man Mose knows, and he knows everything. Stick around. We'll be right back after this, baby. Let's go.
Breezy this, breezy that. They know I'm gold-blooded. I got the Niners on my back, you know. Breezy this, breezy that. Ain't nobody working like Breezy, and that's a fact. Yeah, breezy this, breezy that. They know I'm gold-blooded. I got the Niners on my back, you know. Yeah, breezy this, breezy that. Ain't nobody working like Breezy, and that's a fact. Overmotivated is an understatement. Gold-blooded to the core, got your squad hating. Breezy make it look easy. Breezy on everything like 05, 06, 7 Wheezy. This is not a game. Yeah, we faithful in every way. And even though we on the East Coast, very loyal to the Bay. Heavy red and gold every day. And if you really a Niner fan, I know you can relate. Applying pressure with this content like Smaller Bear. We not accepting no slander about Trey, so beware. I stay in exclusively Niner hats, and I always tell the truth, this exclusively Niner facts. Breezy this, breezy that. They know I'm gold-blooded, I got the Niners on my back, you know. Yeah, breezy this.
It's that time. Hey, Mose, I ain't fixed the intro, man. Don't hold me, bro.
I mean, it was only yesterday, so I mean, I know you're a busy man, like Breezy this, Breezy that. Hey, ain't nobody working harder than Breezy, and that's
a fact. Bam, what's going on, faithful? It's game day. I know y'all excited. I'm on level 100. Yo, Mose, tell me this, right? I went to bed like 12.
Okay.
I woke up at 4. Got my workout on. You already know where I'm going with this, bro. Got my workout on. Got my game. Got everything ready. Got my outfits ready. I'm Gucci up, ready to go, bro. How you rocking on today, being at his game day? And it's only preseason. Like, I know the caveat to the joint. It's just preseason. It don't matter. It's 49ers.
Yo, it really don't matter. Like, we finally get to see real football. And it's not regular season football, but it don't matter. It's our team versus a team in another jersey, and it's an opportunity for us to get better. And that's what it's all about. So I'm super excited. I got to find a way to watch it. I'm going to have to pull it up on my phone. My son got invited to a little birthday party tonight, so we got to take him to that. But, you know, it's Niners everywhere I go. So, you know, he's going to have to rock out and do his thing, and I'm going to be right here on my phone watching the game.
Hey, man, it's on NFL Network. So if you got your cable provider, you just download the NFL Network app, log in with your cable provider, and then if you're paying for that package, and then boom, it'll pop up. That's what I do, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm always on the road. So I'm trying to be more stable during football season, and things going to start slowing down as far as the music game. But it's football season, y'all. Look, it's Green Bay. They're coming out to Santa Clara. They coming to get that work. We got a full house. We're going to do that pregame show tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. And it's going to be crazy because we're going to be fired up. We already fired up. It's early in the morning, but we're going to be even more fired up come closer to game time. I can tell you that right now. Everybody going to have a drink or two in them. Those out there on the West Coast should just be getting off of work. It's going to be crazy, bro. It's going to be crazy. Let's start the show off with a contribution. We'll get to the formalities, but let's go straight to the contribution. 49ers throwback, waste no time. Let's go Niners. He's screaming it out loud. Fire, fire, fire. Football, football, football. How you doing? How you doing out there, fam? You know what I'm saying?
Fam?
It's going to be crazy, bro. Like,
wait, what did we say his name was? Is that Fernando?
Fernando, baby.
Okay, yeah. I had to make sure I remembered.
It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be legit. We're gonna open up the hotline bling a little bit later on in the show. So get ready to we got a question for you guys because we want to know your answers, your thoughts to that. And of course, you could talk about how you feel about how the game's going to be and things and whatnot. Let's go ahead and get to the formalities real quick. YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, www.youtube.com/WayneBreezie. You can find that right there below. Also, all the links are inside of the description of the show. Don't forget to go to Twitch, follow and subscribe free with Amazon Prime, twitch.tv/WayneBreezie. That Madden Leagues. Listen, Madden, you can officially download it on Sunday. You can't officially play it, though, until Tuesday. And if you got the early edition, you can rock out starting on Tuesday of next week. And then, boom, that's the day they make cuts, too, if I'm not mistaken, the first set of cuts. Join the Patreon, patreon.com/WayneBreezie. Don't forget to follow on Twitter, follow at WayneBreezie. Someone asked about the Elijah Mitchell jersey. Shout out to who that was. I can't see who it is at this moment. I think it was Jeremiah, if I'm not mistaken. If I said the name wrong, my apologies. But he was like, yo, how can I get that Mitchell jersey? Did I give it away? Now we're going to wait till we get to the number 25. So I think we're at the number 8 or 9 or whatever of the super followers. The moment we get to 25, I put y'all names on the wheel, I spin it, and then bada boom, bada bang, we go ahead and I'll give that Elijah Mitchell jersey away. But it's sitting here. It's good. Don't worry. It's still fresh. Super follower giveaway will be every month, though. So if you are a super follower, then I'm going to be giving away something every first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up on the first. All right. Instagram, follow at WayneBreezie2. All right. Don't forget to go to the website, www.twben.com. All right. We'll be updating that as well weekly. Don't forget to email WayneBreezie@twben.com. If you guys have any questions, things you want to share off the air, things like that, you want me to look up something, you want to put something into my attention, bring something to my attention, whatever, just email, boom, right there. You can go there, right there. You get the latest news at 49erswebzone.com. And I promise you this promo code is coming soon from www.residency.com. It's on its way, guys. I made the call. I put the stuff in there, all right? If you guys are going to be rocking with us on the road, you know what I'm saying? Mose, myself, John Chapman, we're all going to be rocking with 49ersrushroadtrip.com when we go to these away games. Peachy will be there as well. So if you want to come and hang out with the John Chapman crew and the Nitty Gritty Niners crew, make sure you go to 49ersrushroadtrip.com, book your stuff now. That way, you know what I'm saying? You can be in the building with everybody. All right, Mose, we got all that stuff out the way. Let's go ahead and get right down to the nitty gritty. We got to talk about injuries, man, because the 49ers got some injuries. The Packers have some injuries, and I know it's a preseason game and nobody really wants to hear about this, but for the 49ers, here you go, man. You got Maurice Hurst, and Jordan Matthews is going to be on the IR. All right, Charlie Warner and Verrett is on the PUP. We knew that. They're probably not going to come off the PUP. We're praying that they come off the PUP by week 1, but we'll see how that goes down. Kalia Davis is on the NFI, which is essentially the same thing as the PUP. It's just that it happens if you got injured not playing professional football. All right, so that's what that is. And then, Travarius Ward got a muscle strain, and Emmanuel Mosley has a hamstring injury. So I'm sure none of these people are playing tonight, Mose.
And that's fine. We don't need to see any of these people. Kalia Davis is a rookie, so we're probably going to see what we get from him next year. Warner and Verrett, we need to get them healthy. Obviously, Hurst and Matthews aren't coming back this year. And I want Ward and Mosley healthy for week 1 and this ride we about to go on in the 2022 season. So we don't need to see any of those folks tonight.
I agree with you 1,000%, man. As far as Ward is concerned, listen, man, make sure he's ready to go. Him and Mosley, those are your starting cornerbacks out there. And you just want to make sure, like you said, that they're good to go. They're geared up and they're going to be squared away. Now, here's what's funny, Rick, because next week, camp gets real, not camp, but, practice gets real because they do the joint practicing with the Minnesota Vikings. And so do you think that Ward and Mosley will miss those sessions because of these soft tissue injuries. Now, these are soft tissue injuries, so these are like not good injuries because they can easily be re-aggravated
Yeah.
quickly. What are your thoughts on that? I'm just curious.
It's tough. I look at it both ways. From an organizational standpoint, I don't want to see them in there. But the football player in me want to be like, I want to see how good they are against a quarterback who has chemistry with his wide receivers. And so you put Manny Mosley on Adam Thielen, you put Javarius Ward on Justin Jefferson, and let them dudes go at it in them joint practices. And I want to see where our guys are stacked up against their guys. So the dog in me want to see them practice. But you're absolutely right. Those soft tissue injuries, especially if they're given 110, 120% going up against those guys because they don't want them to get the best of them. Could be re-aggravated and turn into something that's, longer term than it needs to be. So I think Kyle and, D'Amico are going to put a plan together. I think they've played so well to this point that, it could warrant them sitting and we not seeing them in those joint practices just because Thielen and Jefferson, they're going to come with it. And then that's going to make Manny and Travarius Ward come with it also because our guys aren't going to back down. So I feel like they're going to put a plan together. And if we do see them, maybe we don't see them for all of the joint practices. Maybe it's only 1 or 2 joint practices. But the dog in me want to see it because I want to see them matchups and see how we fare.
I'm going to be so glued. I'm trying to think. I'm hoping either Eric Branch, David Lombardi. Remember, these aren't going to be open to the regular, only the special media gets to go to these practices, right?
Right.
I'm going to be glued to that. I want to see that matchup. Javarius Ward on Justin Jefferson. Emmanuel Mosley on Adam Thielen.
Yes, sir.
I need to see that.
I need to see it.
That's must see TV.
I need to see it.
And we won't see it unless we get to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because and we're maybe not during our season, but we play Tampa this year, right?
We play Tampa this year, December 11th, I think.
So we gonna see
Chris Godwin,
Mike Evans, Chris Godwin's, Julio Jones. So there are they got Julio too, and Julio looking right.
Bro, I was about to say
Julio and Tom looking right.
What's the Scotty dude name? That's who I was gonna. I forgot Julio went. Scott Miller.
You talk about Scotty Miller?
Nah,
nah, Julio.
Yo, Julio in the slot. Yo, jeez.
And real talk, all 3 of them are interchangeable. Mike Evans played in the slot a little bit. Godwin played in the slot. So you never know who's gonna be inside. So
I mean,
we're gonna face teams that have good wide receiver cores, and we're gonna have to figure out how to stop them. We're gonna face the Chargers that got Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. Like
we got the whole
gonna face these
AFC
teams.
West, bro.
Come on, Denver got a new quarterback and still got Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy. Raiders, Devontae Adams and Hunter Renfrow. Listen, we're gonna face a lot of these teams that have 2 solid wide receivers.
And then
so this could be the part where we see what our guys are made of against other competition and see them start to really build some chemistry as a cornerback tandem.
yeah, I love this fan base, bro. See, we shouldn't even talk like this, man. Like we shouldn't, but I get it. That's his trajectory. Nah, but you know what? They just speaking off of the trajectory. That's his trajectory.
That's the trend. You got to go with the recent end.
I ain't mad at him.
History and trends.
You know what I'm saying? It's the trend. Know what I mean? I'm with it, bro. Look, yeah, man. So this is why Troy says he wants to avoid injuries by all costs, especially. All right. So if we're talking about that cornerback room, this is why these injuries are super important to me. This is why I don't want to see them, but I definitely want to see them against those wide receivers in practice. But I don't want to see them play a game. But that practice is going to be a game all week long. They're going to be practicing like straight up live scrimmages. Somebody getting beat up. There's going to be fights. It's going to be crazy, bro. Minnesota.
Somebody's swinging on somebody. I don't know who. But somebody's swinging on somebody.
Probably Jimmy Ward. I can tell you that right now. I can tell you that right now. Jimmy Ward gonna start something because somebody gonna start something with somebody. Jimmy gonna come and clean it up. You know how he do. You know how he
Fred,
do.
and you know Fred on a mission.
Speaking of Fred, bro, Fred different. Let me explain to you how different Fred is. All right, so the Fred that I met is cool. I heard the Fred on the football field is a dick, like straight up asshole. You don't know how much how good that makes me feel though, because linebackers are supposed to be mean, ferocious, talk about your mama, back it up, go screw your mom. They supposed to be that guy. It's been like that since the day of time. We're seeing a change in the linebackers as far as physical traits, right? They're not as big anymore. They're not Patrick Willis big, but they're definitely faster. And I would honestly say that our linebackers of today may just be more dangerous than the linebackers 10 years ago. And hear me out. They still pack weight, they still pack power, but now you add in speed. And when you add speed and power, that's a different force. I'm hearing Fred Warner is finishing on plays, nagging people on the side. Like, this is his own teammates. Can you imagine what he's going to be like when he got to face the opponent?
When he doesn't care about you. This is how he's treating people that he cares about.
Right.
That he loves, his brothers. Imagine how he going to treat you when he don't care about you.
Bro. And
then I love it because he's instilling that mentality into everybody. Like, we can be cool. We can be friends off the field. We can be friends when the season is over. Titan University, do your thing. Y'all can be cool. Y'all can swap jerseys. Y'all can go vacation together. Cool. Week 1 start. There's 53 dudes on 31 other teams that I do not like and I can't stand, including his younger brother. If his younger brother makes a roster, you're my blood. I don't care about you. I don't like you today, or for these 17 weeks plus postseason, because I got a goal that I'm trying to reach. And I think he's instilling that mentality into everybody within that locker room. And it's only going to do a whole lot of good for this team to have that mentality. Like, it is kill or be killed. It's us or it's y'all. And it ain't going to be y'all. It has to be that mentality. So I love what he's doing.
My brother Mike, man, like, I know he's kind of like, he feels like the word dog is being oversaturated, not with the 49ers, just in the NFL alone. Like, I'm hearing people, I heard, the Lions talk about dogs. You're just hearing people like really, just be dogs, right? And so I just feel like every player, like, there's levels to the dogs. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Fred Warner's dog is just on a different level. Right? Because he's just a different type of a dog. Whatever type of dog he is, though, I'm loving it, because Fred Warner and Fred Warner relatively stays healthy. So that's number one. That's scary. That's scary. Number two, he's listed as the best linebacker in the NFL after having a down season. Wait a minute. Like, y'all was pissed at Fred Warner. Oh, he ain't no all-pro. Oh, boy, I wanted to slap everybody for saying that joint. Like, yo, like, pay attention to what's really going on. Defensive line was depleted. Bro.
Y'all think he's not internalizing that? That y'all feel like he had a down season?
I'm with Tanya. There's no soft in football. This is football. This is football. And the fact that you said he's instilling that mentality and to these other players, even the younger guys, even guys that we won't even think to mention, like a Spencer Burford. You don't see the dog in that cat, bro.
Every day. And I watched Brick by Brick.
Yeah, I gotta get your reactions, bro.
And I watched Brick by Brick, and I saw the barbecue or mildew. and when he said it, it made so much sense. And it's like, yeah, you either gonna cook and you're gonna turn into something that is viable and is deemed as amazing and is something sought after, or are you just going to sit back and just rot away? So
Mildew.
what are your options? Are you going to turn into something useful, or are you just going to sit and rot and just let anything happen to you? So that mentality that he already has, and that being cultivated by what Fred Warner is pumping into the locker room, bro, it's going to be absolutely great. And we already know who already has it in him. You know, when Trent Williams step out on that field, we
Yes,
know
sir.
it's a different level. When Debo step out on that field, we know it's a different level. When Bosa step out on that field, we know it's a different level.
All different
Now
types of dogs. I'm
bro,
telling you.
we're seeing it now in Brandon Ayuk, the way he's been playing all training camp.
All
Like
different types of dogs.
listen, I'm trying to tell you. So like the way that we're coming into this season, and I'm so excited to just see it all be put together. You're seeing all the different facets, all the different pieces, and seeing that fuse together. What did we do last year? We did like the Voltron, and we took
Mm-hmm.
different pieces from
Yes, we did.
seeing that Voltron form this year in the 2022 season, man.
It couldn't really form last year because we said Kyle Shanahan was the head, I can't remember who was the head, but whoever was it, Jimmy, it just wasn't the right piece.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So the robot didn't form. It didn't fit well. Troy says Warner got that Willis Bowman. He's got vibes from them. Like he's like the perfect mixture between Willis and Bowman. I feel like I think that's who Fred Warner
think so. And I think we've always had a history of really, really good linebackers here with this team.
That's what we do. Mm-hmm.
And I think Fred Warner has stepped right in, and he's assumed carrying that torch for 49ers linebackers. So man, I'm so glad that, you know, this front office, this scouting staff saw something in him. We selected him, brought him into the fold. And then, you know, much credit goes to Fred because he sees that opportunity. And you see him getting better and better and better every year, every day. So y'all better watch out for Fred Warner, because y'all was talking real greasy last year about
They
his
were greasy, bro.
Real greasy last year.
I'm like, y'all gotta chillax, yo. This dude, he's overcompensating because he's trying to play defensive line, stop this run, get back in the pass coverage. So yeah, he gonna miss some tackles. He playing 3 positions in one.
Exactly.
Like it was common. Then he got the stinger in the show. It was a tough season. But I can tell you right now, that man mentality on another level. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all gotta pick a leader on the defense, you can only pick one. Who would that leader be? Mose, who would your leader be on the defense? It shouldn't be easy. You're picking Fred. All right.
It'd be Fred.
I'm going different.
And it's not just for the fact of what we talked about with the mentality. It's not just for the fact that he wears the green dot, but it's all of that. It's the fact that he wears the green dot, the fact that he's making the calls, the fact that he sees what DeMeco Ryan sees, and they read the defense together and they communicate to get everybody in the right place. So it's the cerebral aspect, what he does from that portion of it, what he does physically on the field, and then the mentality. It's a 3-piece puzzle. But because he checks off all 3 of those boxes, I'd say Fred.
I get it. I do, but there's something about the veteranship and the leadership of Jimmy Ward that stands out to me. And it sucks that it might be the end of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's something about Jimmy Ward that has clicked. Like in my opinion, Jimmy Ward is clicking on every facet, from like just being a human being, being a football player. Like he's transitioned and transcended into, in my opinion, one of the top safeties in the league. The only thing that hinders him is he doesn't have the numbers to back it up. But when you ask which safety is in on run tackles, which safety is chasing down guys when quarterbacks get beat, which safety is taking interceptions to the house, that's Jimmy Ward, bro. Like, and so for me, it was cool. I love Fred, and Fred is probably like one of my favorite players in the world. but there's something about Jimmy Ward, like his leadership. He's more of a lead by an example guy, and he's starting to become vocal. Like he's taking them young guys. When Jimmy came out and said the best duo tandem safety in the league, I lost it. He was talking about Talanoa Hufanga.
Yeah.
He was talking about a guy that everybody wanted to throw away. Say, y'all, we the best safety duo in the league.
Right. And here's what I love about Jimmy, yo.
Okay.
What I love about Jimmy is he's come into being himself, and you see, you see his wit, his charisma. He's very funny. He jokes a lot, but at the same time, he's matured.
That's what I'm saying.
So all of that stuff is not immature. That's his personality. That's his character.
Bingo.
But he's able to flourish and show who he really is with that character, with a certain level of maturity. So you're absolutely right with leading by example and leading by action. His play on the field. I've seen a lot of people cheating, and they said, Jimmy 1, Fred 2, Fred 1, Jimmy 2. I mean, if we got to do a 1A, 1B, I'm cool with that. But
I'm cool with that too, bro.
I think that those are our two leaders on defense, where as they go, the rest of the defense goes.
And then you got to find a place to. I'm not mad at those that feel like Armstead is the guy, because Armstead seems like the father of the defense.
He does.
You know what I'm saying? Fred is that cool ass uncle, right? And what would Jimmy be? No, Fred is the big brother. Jimmy would be the cool ass uncle. That's it. That's the family that I'm seeing. You got the dad. You got the son.
Because the dad has the calm, quiet demeanor.
Yes, sir.
Stern,
yes, sir.
The big brother, he's the one because he's younger, got a little bit more energy. He's rah 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 rah.
Yes, sir.
And then Uncle Jimmy come in cracking jokes. What's up with that now, young fella? Cracking jokes.
Hey man,
that's perfect.
You like 10 years old? Go grab me a beer and grab you one too. Word? Oh yeah.
No, but look at how that shaped out though.
I know
that's somebody in a position of leadership at all three levels. So you got Eric Armstead, father to defense. You got Fred Warner, big brother to defense. You got Jimmy Ward, cool ass uncle to defense. You got somebody at every level.
There you
go. That's crazy.
Now I know people are probably like, why? Some people are saying Nick Bosa. I don't think Nick Bosa is a leader.
Not yet.
I don't know if he'll ever be a leader. I just think he's going to be.
Because honestly, I don't think he wants that.
No, he just wants to be the best player in the world. There's a difference between being the best player in the world and being a leader.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely. I agree with you 1,000%. I don't think he wants that. We know Bosa's not a spotlight guy. He's not one of those guys that want to be front and center. He's not one of them that always wants to. He lets his play do the talking. Like he goes out. What is my job? My job is to play good defense, rush the passer, bring the quarterback down, stop running play. And he goes out and he does that at a high level. So I agree with everything you said. He just wants to be the best player in the world. He don't got to tell you it. He's just going to show you, you can't block me. There's nothing you can do to stop me. I'm going to get my job done and embarrass you while I'm doing it. And then just shrug my shoulders and walk back to the sideline until it's my turn again.
When it comes to Nick Bosa, if I like, even though he's not a leader, he still has leadership. He still can show. He can still model it. What do I mean by that? All right. Hey son,
how he shows up to training camp every year.
Okay, bro.
Body chiseled, dog.
Just take the words out.
No homo. But he shows up every year. Like a lot of people talk about, they wanted to talk about Kinlaw's physique. They want to talk about Aaron Banks' physique. They want to talk about Debo. And is Debo overrated? He's not. Let Debo do what he's doing. Debo's fine. But when you talk about somebody who comes in and looks like all they've been doing in the offseason is chewing iron, like he been in the gym, he's been working out. So you see the definition and how cut up he is, but he hasn't just been throwing weights around. He's been doing agility work because you see how he's been able to move. I've been seeing him in drills and some of the agility stuff with the speed bags and high knees and running the figure eights. And he looks agile. He has bend. He has dip. So like the way he just comes in physically is absolutely shows a portion of that leadership aspect that you're talking about, because he's always working and he's always trying to improve and get better.
That's that lead by example. Hey,
Yes,
son,
sir.
Dad, who can I look at? Go put this stuff on about Nick Bosa. Just go watch Nick Bosa. Watch everything about Nick. He don't post workout videos.
Nope.
He don't post, but he comes into camp better than when he left.
Exactly.
That mentality, that's I don't know. Like everybody doesn't have that.
Nope.
Everybody, that's a different type of mentality. Listen, these 49ers they're all looking good. The fact that you mentioned Kinlaw, the fact that Kinlaw is not expressing or feeling any pain is the best news I could have ever heard, because now you're getting the premium draft picked Kinlaw, right?
And did you see Kinlaw with the cutoff jaw? Again, no homo. I love my wife. But even Kinlaw looking ripped up.
I was like, chiseled, bro.
I was like, that's JK.
That dude looked like Conair for real.
But you know what Nick Bosa said, and I'm sure Kinlaw reached out to Nick Bosa to kind of get like tips, you know what it is that you do, what can I incorporate. But Nick Bosa even said, looking at Kinlaw and seeing how he transformed his body, he's been in the gym, he's been working, his diet has been right. If Nick Bosa is saying that, if Nick Bosa is saying, this is what I'm seeing from him, I talked to him, chopped it up with him, and this is what I'm seeing, these are the results of it, that means he's been asking questions, he's been, in guys' ear, picking their brain to figure out what to do, and now you see the result of it. So not only has he had the surgery to finally correct everything that's wrong and get him back, but he's also leaned his body out. He's dropped a few pounds, added some muscle, added some more functional movement, and that's why he's able to get through these practices, and you don't hear complaints of pain. You don't hear complaints of him having a setback or swelling or anything like that. So he's looking good, and again, we keep knocking on wood and keep, praying that it continues this way, but if it does, Kinlaw might have a monster season.
Just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it at that, man. Guys, thank you for such great comments. I'm posting them as we talk. The ones that I feel like are going along with the theme of what we're talking about. So keep talking out there, man. We see what you're saying. And shout out to everybody that's giving contributions. We truly appreciate that. Listen, we were talking about the injuries, and you were talking about how we feel like they're not big injuries or whatever or whatnot. And I know everybody wants to come off with this game injury free. I just want to remind people that it is football. Tanya said out there that it is not soft. It's not a soft game. You don't want to play to prevent injury. You got to go out there and give 110%, because if not, that's when stuff typically happens. I'm excited though, Mose, because every player on the 49ers tonight, not tomorrow, tonight, are going to give 110%, because every player wants to make this roster. Every player wants to play for Kyle Shanahan. Every player wants to play with Trey Lance. How do I know? Kyle Shanahan said that he has earned the respect from his players. He's earned it. It wasn't just handed to him. Just like you. All right, it's like you a senior, I'm a freshman. I come onto the football field with you. I know you. You gonna tell me what you gonna just put me through the fire? I gotta earn it. I don't care doesn't matter how good I am. You gotta go out there and earn it. And so that's what we're seeing from Trey Lance. And you know what, bro? I think that's why his confidence is on level 1,000. That's grown man stuff, man. You can't teach that.
Listen, man, it just like this content stuff. If I was nervous to come on here and talk about sports and give my opinion and talk about the Niners, what would give me the confidence to do that? Faith in my brother Breezie, right? If Breezie said, bro, I love how you talk about the Niners. I love your content, man. You know, just keep doing it. Give us the real raw. Give us you. Keep it nitty gritty. But man, I love what you're doing. That right there, that confidence that I got from my brother, that's going to allow me to come on here and be myself. Talk about the Niners. Talk with how I talk. Not try to be Breezy. Not try to be Grant Cohn or anybody else. That confidence is going to allow me to step out here and be me, right? So imagine him having that confidence, because we haven't cut the roster down. He's got confidence from 89 other guys. He's got confidence from almost 90 people,
bro.
And we can go to 100 if you include coaching staff,
bro,
front office staff, all of that stuff. He has the confidence of the entire organization because he's earned that with how he showed up last year, with how he showed up this year, with how he is attentive in meetings, with how he speaks to his teammates, with how we saw during the offseason how he stands up for his teammates and he comes to bat for his teammates. So he's earned that. So of course you're going to have confidence and you're going to be able to display that confidence when I know I got my brothers behind me that's going to, you know, help prop me up.
91 players to be exact. You know what? I think sold everything is when Trey Lance makes mistakes, he owns it. I think that's the biggest difference.
My bad. Yo, it's as simple as saying, my bad.
That's it. Yo, bro, all right, listen. So I don't know if I want to tell this story, but I'm going to tell it anyway. So I was in Martha's Vineyard, and you know, we was out there. Now I'm considered like a prime musician, and people call me because I know a lot of songs and I play them right. So I was under the influence this particular day. You know, we was out there having a good time, and let's just say that the influence didn't kick in till about an hour and a half later, right? So we playing the song Before I Let Go. And, you know, the singer was like, yo, take it to the bridge, you know, thank God that, right? And so I go to the bridge, but my brain started playing a totally different song, bro. So the drummer looked at me and I looked at the drummer and I'm like, you're not going to play what I'm playing? And he was like, that ain't it. And I'm like, my bad. But at the end of the night, we laughed about it. But I was so apologetic because that ain't even me, bro.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when do I ever, like, we all mess up, but I never went, like, my brain was going to Candy, right? Because the Beyonce version goes to Candy. But I went to Candy in the original key and not in the Beyonce key. So it was off. But the people didn't know it, but the musicians knew it. So it was so funny, bro. Like, we must have laughed after that show. We must have just laughed for like 2 hours straight, bro. It was, but my point is, no matter how good I am, I'm able to own my mistakes.
You got to. That's what this life is about, yo. We are not perfect people.
No one's perfect.
None of us. We're not perfect. Will never be perfect. I don't care if baseball has this thing called a perfect game, but we're not perfect. We'll never be perfect. You know what I'm saying? So we all make mistakes. It shows a certain level of maturity and a certain level of self-awareness when you can say, you know what? I made a mistake. That's on me. Let me go correct it and let me come back better next time. And it takes a certain level, like I said, maturity and self-awareness to be able to do that. And him at 22 has already shown a proficient level of being able to say, that's my fault. Let me go and correct it. We'll come back better next time.
Facts, yo. All right, listen, we're going to read these contributions. All right. And then after we read the contributions, we'll answer the questions to the contributions or whatever, whatnot. And then we'll go to some head-to-head matchups and preview the game. And then we're going to open up the hotline because people want to talk. Let's do it. All right. So, guys, we're getting to you right now as we speak. All right. Let's start with Master J. Foghorn. What up, Breezy and Moles? We here, family. Game day. It begins. And he's talking about the Trey Lance era is officially starting tonight. Trey Lance is quarterback one, the only quarterback for this team. You can see going forward, he's going to be here for years to come. And what are when we talk about Trey Lance, if Trey Lance was listening right now, give me one piece of advice you would give to Trey Lance to begin his era.
Ooh, that's a good one. One piece of advice that I would give Trey Lance to begin his era is don't forget who you are.
You can't leave it at that. Because if I'm Trey Lance, I'm gonna be like, I know what you mean, but what do you mean?
We talked about not being perfect. Your career is going to go through so many ebbs and flows, right? We hope, and I know you hope, and you're working towards having more ups than you do downs. But that's just not how this life works. You've already shown a proficient level of doing it, but at the times where it may get really rough, don't let the faithful, because sometimes we can be tripping. Don't let the media, whether it be 49er media or NFL media, don't let anybody outside of your primary circle discourage you or allow you to forget who you are. You know who you are. You know who you were raised to be by your mother and your father. You know the man that you've grown into based off of the experiences that you've been through. You know the man that you are now and that you are still maturing and growing into. Don't let anyone or anything deter you from that or make you forget that. And you'll be straight.
Bam. Some really good stuff out there, man. And in the chat, man. I was just trying to post it as I saw it come up there on the screen. And everybody's agreeing with you, man. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you 100%. There's nothing else to say. And if I could add, just add to it, my message would go to Kyle Shanahan. Just let Trey be Trey. That's it. He can't forget who he is if you allow him to be who he is.
Come on. Ooh-wee! I love this show. He cannot forget who he is if you allow him to be who he is.
Clip that, somebody. That's a clippy. That's a clippy. And I love Kyle Shanahan. Yeah. But we all know who he is. We all know what type of ways he can get into. And I'm just hoping he doesn't revert back to that. I'm hoping he doesn't revert back to how he used to be because he was limited. I don't think he's limited anymore. I think Kyle Shanahan took off the glove and now he can actually be the mastermind that he is. You feel me? Yeah. So John Q, yes, I do give piano lessons. I could do them virtually. So feel free to hit me up if you want. My wife is taking them as we speak, and she's really good. I'm like, what the freak? It's because she's math and she gets the numbers. I get it. Let's get to the other contributions. All right. Trey from VA in the building. Yo, the defense. So he's naming our defense. All right.
Okay.
They shall be known as hashtag the Nasty Boys in 2022, 2023. Fred has instilled that entire nasty, and we talking dirty nasty too, like the old school linebacking, I'ma go screw your mama nasty. Like that nasty. You don't say that to nobody without getting that nasty. That's Fred.
Yeah, but see, you gotta, when you say that to somebody, you gotta be prepared to take their head off because they're coming for you.
They're coming.
You gotta be prepared to take their head off. And he's instilling that. Hey, talk your talk and be prepared to take their head off.
Bam.
You know what's coming.
Take it off, bite it off, whatever it is you got to do. Just know you got to back up everything. And then he ended this with Ask Ayuk.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know Ayuk had the dog in him.
Ask Ayuk and the wide receiver that got a concussion from Fred coming across the middle.
Next Kevin Brown, Cousin Brown says only injuries allowed are Green Bay's hurt feelings. Now, here's what I love about this
Ooh.
conversation. He didn't say hurt as in physical. He's saying hurt in their feeling. When you hurt somebody emotionally, that shit goes skin deep.
And that's why I feel like Green Bay might try to go a little extra hard tonight.
Bro,
I still think they are sour about that playoff loss.
They gonna be stunting tonight. I'm gonna keep it a bro, and I don't mean stunting.
I feel like they are still sour.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they've been waiting for this moment because we don't see them in the regular season.
Nah,
and if
not
they
this year.
and if they play like they played, we may not see them in the postseason. I feel like they've been waiting for this moment. I feel like they're gonna try to go a little. They're gonna be a little too try hard tonight because they still sour.
They sour, bro, and they should be. Just like I need the 49ers to be extra sour when they play the Rams.
Yes,
bro,
sir.
You better stay out of my head, bro. Like for sure. Marty Ma, what's good? Bang, bang, Niner gang. How do you stop that? Kinlaw and Boza. You can't double both. Niner Empire, stand up. Let's go.
But it's not just them two, because Armstead going to go crazy. And the way Drake Jackson been looking, who are you double? So I guarantee teams are going to do this. They're going to double Bosa off the bat. They're going to double Bosa off the bat.
Off the bat.
But that means Kinlaw, Armstead, and Drake Jackson, or whoever that other pass rusher is, are going to eat. And at some point in a game, the offense is going to have to make an adjustment to slide protection, spread protection out, because, yeah, you can double Bosa, but if every other dude got 2 sacks apiece, something got to give. And then y'all open it up for Bosa. And then I really feel like as long as this defensive line stays healthy, offensive coordinators are going to have a fit trying to figure out how to block 4 of them. And if we can frustrate teams and only rush 4 and free up Fred, Aziz, and Greenlaw to just play defense with the secondary
coverage, and allow the outside linebackers to get to the outside to make the tackle. That's all they that's all they should have to. That should be their only responsibility.
And I think that'll also help cut down on injuries for our linebackers, because they won't have to see many hands from offensive linemen.
That's what I'm
saying. They just gonna be free in open space.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like this season,
I'm so excited, yo. And you know, I'm a defensive minded player at heart, so like, I want to see this defense on all cylinders. Like, I'm waiting for week.
That's 1. Another name, bro. All cylinders. Hold that name. Hold that. We could freak that. We could freak that. Yo, Frank says, "How's the O-line?" Now, see, this is the game I remember. There was one preseason game. I couldn't remember the team, but when he said the Saints, like it immediately snapped right back into my memory. Yo, they blitzed on every play, bro. Do you think now that coordinator in that situation don't really have ties like Green Bay does to the 49ers? Do you think you're going to get that from Matt LaFleur and his team? Or is this going to be more like a friendly canter scrimmage game? Like, what do you think is going to happen? Because, you know, you can't play soft. You still got to go 100. But that blitzing on almost every play messed me up. I was like, you do that in a preseason game?
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know if Matt LaFleur is over the whole issue with Kyle Shanahan reaching out to him about Aaron Rodgers, because he said he was tight about that.
Why? Everybody reached out to him about A-Rod.
Yeah, but he thought him and Kyle was boys. He thought him and Kyle was cool, right? Mm-hmm. He was like, I expect these suckers I don't know to reach out because it's Aaron. I don't expect my boy to reach out and try to handicap me with Jordan Love, who I don't trust, even though I drafted him. But I think he's still tight about that.
Okay.
And like I said, they sour about that playoff loss. It would not shock me if they come out on some try hard stuff. And listen, Ramelia Sports just put it up here. I'll post it real quick. He says, props, Breezy and Moles. This is Green Bay's chance to put doubt in Trey's head and send an early message. Must see TV. Now, of course, as a Rams fan, he's rooting for Trey's downfall, of course,
Absolutely.
because that helps him out. But
Exactly.
in reality, J. Cole said it, all good jokes contain true shit. That's very, very true. This is Matt LaFleur's opportunity to put on the national stage Trey Lance isn't ready, and to put doubt in Trey's head, and to throw a shot at Kyle and put doubt in Kyle's head that Trey isn't ready. If you don't think that there's a possibility that he would do that because he's still feeling some type of way, that Kyle reached out about Aaron Rodgers, you got another thing coming.
Hey, look, that's a fact. You know what I mean? Like, that's LaFleur's job, right? And if he can start this chain, but here's the thing. Getting in Trey Lance's head is going to be tough. Number one, I wasn't supposed to say that.
No, you're fine.
Okay. Which playoff loss? There's been more than one. Right. So
they extra sour.
They extra sour, right? Now, I will say this. Green Bay beat us in the regular season last year. But who sparked the game?
Trey.
Okay. And how did he spark the game? He scored what?
Touchdown.
That was his touchdown. And that's when he realized he was ready for the NFL. Now, I guarantee you, had we known about the freaking finger injury prior, now it makes sense why that game plan against Arizona was run, pass, run. Now we get it. We didn't get it then. We were like, what's Kyle doing?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? He had the busted finger. We didn't know. We knew, but we didn't think it was going to be that difficult. All of, like that serious.
And we let him and Kyle, we let them fool us because
straight up bamboozled us.
He injured that finger in the preseason.
Right?
Raiders. But then he came out week 1 and threw a touchdown pass versus Detroit.
Trent Sherfield, wasn't it?
Sir. No, I think wasn't it Juwan?
Nah, it was Trent. It was on the goal line. Remember?
It was okay. Yeah, it was Trent Sherfield. But he threw. But that was a short pass. But we thinking, all right, he throwing touchdown passes. He should be okay.
We were bamboozled.
What's the problem? We were bamboozled.
Yeah, and that was all part of the Shannon plan. I guarantee you, yo, that was all a part of his plan. He didn't want to expose Trey early. That's the only reason why I think, look, if Trey Lance was the starting quarterback last year with that busted finger, he would have played. But since he had Jimmy, he let Jimmy play. Jimmy did what he had to do. Trey Lance got time to heal. That's why he had a much better game in Houston. Because here's the thing, right, Mose? This is how I know Trey Lance is ready. He played in Arizona, whatever that week was, and then he played at the end of the season against Houston. He had 0 reps in between, and he was night and day from those 2 games.
Correct.
So obviously, he's been ready to play football. He just wasn't healthy. Couldn't grip the ball. Couldn't throw it properly. If a quarterback can't throw the ball properly, they're going to do, especially a quarterback like Trey Lance, their first instinct is to what? Make a play. Shit, I can't throw it. I can run. I can truck that guy. He ain't realized Isaiah Simmons and that same thing is going to come and hit the shit out. He was like, oh, wait a minute. Them NFL guys. Them not North Dakota State. You know, they ain't those type of guys. They different.
And Isaiah Simmons is really different.
God, different. Too fast, too strong.
6'4", 240, running.
It's just different.
Like,
yeah,
he's different.
And I guarantee you that speed is what messed up Trey Lance, right? Like the 4.3 speed, that's what got Trey. If it was any other,
you saw some guy that big and was like, he can't be that fast. All right.
If it was any other linebacker, bro, Trey was scoring.
He would have beat him. He would have beat him there. Yeah.
But that's a learning moment. And so I'm saying that to say this. I know we've saw Trey Lance struggle in the preseason. We're going to open up the hotline. I know we saw Trey Lance struggle in the preseason, but I know we saw him do some great things in the preseason as well. So it's 50-50. Now we're about to put on pads, and he's about to play a different team where his mindset is to always win.
Yes.
Yeah, you win in practice. I beat Fred Warner. Fred got an interception of him. It's just Fred. It's my teammate. He ain't no. It's different when you're facing an opponent that you want to beat. You don't want to beat your guys. They're on your team. But hey, you're practicing against each other. And if you get better, whatever. But you literally want to go out. The mindset is to want to go out. Remember, Trey is not a loser. He doesn't even have that mentality. When the last time he lost the game was in the NFL, but prior to that, I mean, I know he didn't play much. They were winning. He never even ran a 2-minute drill, Mose. Like, they was up by 55 points every game. What's the number one thing that he's doing in training camp, though? He's executing 2-minute drills. Bro, Kyle is shaping the hell out of this guy. He's shaping him. All right, man, we're going to work on 4-minute. We're going to work on 2-minute. We're going to work on hurry-up offense. Don't let them substitute. I want you to keep these plays going. And Trey's getting touchdowns out of them. But prior to that, he's missed guys going deep. He's missed guys going across. He's missed that. But when the junk is on the line, when do we lose games, Mose? 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Why can't we score in 2 minutes? I mean, that's the thing. Let's open up this hotline, bro. Listen, Mo's got a matchup he wants y'all to pay attention to tonight. Mose, why don't you let everybody know that head-to-head matchup? I'll give mine. I'll open up the hotline. We'll let people talk. We got a question for them anyway, and we'll let them talk about the matchup as well as answer the question.
Hold on, because I forgot what my matchup was.
All right, I'll go with mine.
Yeah, go with yours first.
Listen.
I know what I said. Okay.
I got Ambry Thomas. I put this on Twitter earlier, man. Ambry Thomas, in my opinion, is going to play better in the game than he does in practice. I think he's just a gamer. He's a gamer. He's not a practicer. He's a gamer. It's a difference. But he's going to be going up against this kid named Romeo Doubs out of Nevada. That kid's having a great camp. I know Aaron Rodgers isn't throwing him the ball, but he's still running with the twos. And if he's running with the twos, guess who's throwing him the ball? If he's having a great camp and he's running with the twos, who's throwing him the ball? Jordan Love. Guys, I want y'all to pay attention. I want y'all to pay attention to Romeo Doubs from Nevada versus Ambry Thomas out of Michigan. I think that's going to be a good matchup. Not sure what his 40 speed is off the top of my head. Not really. I don't really care. I know how Ambry's going to play. We all know how Ambry's going to play. He's going to play off because he doesn't want to get beat. And all I'm saying is, Ambry, my message to you is knock that little mother sucker on his ass if he try to get by you and make him have to get up. Knock him off his route. You know, let's see if he can get open. Play press. And I know that's not what the coaches want, but that's my matchup on tonight. Ambry, Doubs, who you got, bro?
I'm glad you brought up Jordan Love because that's where my matchup is. We're probably going to see a lot of him tonight. We may not see a lot of our first team defense. A name that, we floated around on the WayneBreezie Show and the Nitty Gritty Niners Show in the linebacker core is Marcelino McCrary-Ball. So I want to see him, as the Mike linebacker, as, that linebacker behind Fred Warner. I want to see, how he steps up to the plate, how he steps up to the challenge. I want to see, the chess match between him and quarterback Jordan Love. As Jordan Love is getting his offense in position, I want to see how McCrary-Ball gets, our defense in position and what he does, as that Mike linebacker in this defense, if he's able to hold his own and show some good things, then it's always good to have, an extension of Fred Warner on the sideline. So, if he's seeing something, on the field, him and Fred can talk about it. And, Fred can carry that into what, he does for the first team defense. So I think that's going to be a pretty good matchup to see, with all of our young linebackers, how they come in, behind that first team. And what they're able to do both in run and pass coverage.
All right, man. So those are two matchups, man. McCrary-Ball, how is he going to play as a Mike linebacker? Can he force Jordan Love? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, the 49ers got some good depth at the Mike linebacker. We're talking Curtis Robinson, and you're talking McCrary-Ball. And these guys are really good at the depth. Now, they're better. I would say McCreary's better in the pass game, and I would say Curtis might be better in the run game. So we're going to see how this pans out, because the one thing you got to be able to do when you play for the 49ers, and I don't know if y'all been paying attention, and I'm sure most of you have to be versatile. You have to be interchangeable. My second thing that I want y'all to pay attention to tonight, the safeties. If they're interchangeable like they are supposed to be, Remember, I know that there's a free safety and a strong safety. That is not what's going on in San Francisco anymore. You have to be able to play both. You have to be able to play safety. They have to be interchangeable. If Tavarius Moore is interchangeable, he's really good as a free. If he can step up, make the tackle, run the right angles as in the box, that cat's making his team, and he's going to give Hufanga a run for his money, because I think Hufanga has a slight edge over him because he's better in the box and he's gotten better at the deep safety. I don't think we see those, and most those might be our two starting safeties tonight. I don't think Jimmy Ward is going to play. I think it's going to be Tavarius Moore, and I think it's going to be if Ward plays, he starts for a series, but I think it's going to be Tavarius Moore and Talanoa Hufanga.
I can see that.
And
you don't think George Odom gets to start?
Oh, I don't know if Odom is going to start, but I definitely think Odom will be in there on the second string, as the box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
You know? That's what I
mean, bro. I want to see all them guys. I want to see Huff. I want to see how he improved. I want to see Tavarius Moore in action again. I want to see what Odom is going to bring. Is he going to bring versatility as not just a special teams player, but as a safety on the field playing defense? And I want to see Taylor Hawkins, man. Like you mentioned him before, having a pretty good camp. Continuing to grow and improve. So I want to see him in live action as well, man. That safety group is a good position group to watch.
Two names, Taylor Hawkins being one of them on the defense, and the other name is going to be Kadar Hallman as a cornerback. Let's see if he gets the start alongside Ambry Thomas, or do they scratch Ambry Thomas and they start Diamador Lenore. So we're going to see tonight as we break down and preview the game show. We'll talk more about that. I see a lot of people want to see Womack. Womack might actually get to start at the nickelback spot. So if he gets to start at the nickelback spot, that's huge. Listen, it's huge for him. Please don't let those big lights get in your way. All he has to do is go out there and play football. I was listening to Eric Crocker and Brian Peacock today on So Locked In, and they were saying how bigger of a person he is than what he is listed at 187. You know what I'm saying? Whatever his height is, he's bigger than that. They're saying he looks like he's 200 pounds and a little bit taller than what Shark was. You know what I'm saying? And then he got the long arms. So we're going to see how Womack plays out tonight. It's going to be really cool. I see people putting Quantrez night. I tell you what, guys, the Breezy hotline is open, 475-549-7849. All right, let me go ahead and get that ready to go for you guys. All right, and we'll take some calls on the air. All right, and then
and post that question.
And then we got a question for you. All right. So 5-4. You know what? Let me scroll that on the bottom. Boom, boom, bada bing, bing. And then let me get the question ready. Look at StreamYard. Look at StreamYard. All right, we got a call right now. We got the Remilia Sports Report on the show right now. What's going on, fam?
What's up, fellas? How you guys doing? You hyped up for the game?
Oh, we extra. Yes, we ready. We ready.
We got to see what happens. I can't wait to see young Trey in a game situation. Practice don't matter, but I was giving you guys some hard times with Trey. I don't know if you saw my little video I put out of we got video of Trey having a hard time in practice, and then I got that clip from the longest yard. When he threw. I had butter on my hand.
Got you. So you making fun of Trey? We got it.
Yeah, I'm just teasing him. That's the way it goes, but. The young kid, I like him. He's very personable, very coachable. He's got all the potential in the world, and the Niners are loaded, and it's gonna be a good game for him to get out. It's better to play against someone else than your own team. It's good to see something else. So I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait, man. I'm hyped up, man, for us to play week 4. Man, like I said, I told you guys, leave that O-line just the way it is. I like that O-line.
Hey, by week 4, that offensive line gonna be they're gonna be in so much continuity. They're gonna be ready to go by week 4, bro. You want to play them in week 1. Week 4, they're gonna be in sync.
Oh yeah, that's enough time.
We both got our O-line issues. Big Whip gone.
Yeah, I know, man. That's right. He retired.
Who gonna stop both?
Yeah, no Boo's there, but he's not Big Wit. But he just has to, next man up. And luckily, he's been there for a few years, and that's why we drafted him 3 years ago to take over for. That's what's so great about us is, and you guys have the deep roster and all those guys ready to play. And we've been doing it with the late round picks, man. Kobe Durant and Darian Kendricks are looking, man.
Yo, we were looking at Kobe Durant most. That was a guy out of Cincinnati.
And I'm not forget that I'm a Ram fan. They're in there balling, flying around like they're 1 year, 2 year vets.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be amazing when our teams head up because we got young talent in the secondary on both sides, and Bobby Wagner is going to be amazing. And then we got Chris Garrett and Terrell Lewis by committee taking Vaughn's spot. And then one thing is when Les Snead sees what we needed halfway through the season, he's going to make a deal to get us over the top. So our roster in the beginning, really, not that it don't matter. We're going to see. But you guys, this is a must-win season for you guys now because next year we both have a lot of
contracts, baby.
Role players, man. my guy, Greg Gaines. Greg, the spirit of Kevin Green, number 91 Gaines.
Yes.
And man, I hate the cap, man. We say F the cap, but every year we lose players, man. Imagine if you can just keep a few guys together. That's why these back-to-back Super Bowls and stuff, they don't happen because you can't keep role players.
Good point.
By the time we get good, they're already out the door the next year. So
it's a good point.
But anyway, I'm going to let you guys go, man. God bless you guys both, and Mose too. I like my man Mose. He knows what he's talking about. And
all the time.
Good luck today. No injuries, no damn Rodney Harrison to the knee type hits. Remember Trent Green?
We remember, bro. I remember. I'm old enough. I remember that. That's not that long ago.
Yeah, man. I was on the phone with my buddy. I go, what? No.
Can't do that. Not in the preseason. Yeah.
But anyway, props, man. You guys take care. Great stream as always. And good luck today. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, fam.
Appreciate you, family. Thank you.
All right, brother.
Peace. All right. So what's cool about him is that, so what y'all need to do is go subscribe to his channel.
Do that.
And here's why. A, he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
B, we need the lowdown on the Rams because he clearly
he got the full lowdown on that show.
Dirty shame on the 49ers. He knows all the players,
but he's always tuning in.
He's always tuning in.
TWBEN.
I hear you, bro. Listen, we gotta go support him.
He supports us.
Like he supports us. Yo. So go subscribe to his channel, please. Gina, what's going on, baby? Listen, go support his channel. He does a great job. He's like this show. He just does it for the Rams, right? It's the same thing, all right? Now, the question that we're going to ask you is how much pressure will Trey Lance be under, all right? And so there's levels to this question, but you can answer it how you see fit. We're going to give a call back. I see we missed the call, so let's go ahead and give him a call back.
Hello?
Eddie, you on the WayneBreezie Show. What's going on, baby?
What's up, Breezy? What's up, Mose?
We doing good. Yeah, like on a level of 1 through 10. I don't know if you're on the West Coast, so it's probably super early, but how amped are you right now? Level 1 through 10.
Well, sir, I'm from the West Coast, but I live in Statesboro, Georgia now. I'm doing good, man. I'm a 10, bro.
Oh.
It's game day. Let's go.
Let's go, Foghorn, baby. All right, listen, I got a question for you. All right.
All right.
How much pressure will Trey Lance be under tonight? How much pressure will he be under tonight?
I think I'm with you. I'm with you both. Mo said it, and I agree with him. I think LaFleur is salty. I think he's sour and salty about what happened in Green Bay in the playoffs last year. We beat them without scoring an offensive touchdown. He's not happy and embarrassed. I think it might happen early in the game, obviously, because Trey's in there. I think he's going to be under a little bit of pressure to start out. I think they're going to really, really try to get this kid, quote unquote kid, nervous. And if we happen to see him later on down the road, he's going to try to get in his head. But on the flip side, I think Trey takes advantage of it and shows him that he's not no immature kid. He knows what he's doing.
Boom. Boom.
I'm sorry. This I don't like using the word kid with him. He is a smart young man. He is a young man. He's 22 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But what you read and what you hear, he impresses his teammates day in and day out with his maturity. with his knowledge.
That's key.
Like you guys have said it many times. They've said he's made mistakes, but he learns from it. That's big.
That's huge. You know what? The whole team learns from it. That's the crazy part. Like he makes the mistake, and then the whole team learns from the joint, and then they band together, and then they go out there and go for a touchdown. See what I'm saying? Like that's what makes him special, bro. Like just think about it. In the Houston game, he throws the pick, right? Then on the next play, he finds Deebo Samuel like wide open when he gets the ball back, and then it's a touchdown. Like how do you do that? Like how? Like how do you have that mentality?
And you add on people, other fans outside of the 49ers wonder why we get so upset with Jimmy Garoppolo. Well, I'm sorry, I got to go with Mose. Number 10, my bad. They wonder why we get so upset with him. Go back to that pass that he overthrew Juice in, and you will understand why we got so upset. Juice was wide open, and he missed him like 5-10 feet over his head. Juice tried to jump and catch it. He was nowhere near it. That's why we get upset. And this kid has shown other folks. Shannon Sharp said it on his show. That pass he had in that first preseason game against Kansas City to Trent Sherfield. He said for him to roll out to outside the numbers on the left side of the field and throw back across the field outside the numbers and hit Trent Sherfield just fine, he's got an arm. And that's what we've been lacking so much. I can't wait.
There it is. There it is, Eddie. You got it, man. You on, man. Listen, thanks for calling in, man. We truly appreciate you, bro.
Hey, I love y'all.
Love you
Mose, Breezy, Peachy, Fair. I love this show. Hey, I'm telling you, week 6, ATL, Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
I'll be there.
We in there.
We gotta meet up. I want to meet all of y'all.
Yeah, all three of us will be in there. And Fair might be there too, if I'm not mistaken. You're gonna get the whole nitty-gritty squad.
Let's go.
Hey, I'm gonna be looking for y'all. I'm gonna be hitting you up.
Got you, bro.
Happy trade day. Let's go, boy. It's football time. The season's here. Let's go.
Let's go, bro. Thanks for calling in, man. Appreciate you.
Oh yeah, one more thing.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Mose, Jimmy can't do that.
Jimmy can't do that.
I love y'all.
Love you too, bro. Peace out, man. Hey, Mose, let me ask you this before we call. I think we got a couple of people we got to call back. Mose, were we watching that game live when he overthrew? Weren't we watching that game live? And I almost broke everything because he was wide open.
I think so, yo.
I felt like we were watching that live. Peachy will remember, but I can't figure out.
That was a Thursday night, so that was nationally televised, right?
I don't know. I just don't know how he missed a wide open Juice who still had to try to jump to catch the jump. What the freak? He jumped and dove to still try to catch it. What was that? Then this is what pissed me off about 49er fans. I'm sorry. This is what pissed me off about the Jimmy fans. Then they tried to critique when Trey Lance, it was an underthrown ball to a wide open Deebo. I'm sorry. My coach told me if a motherfucker's wide open, make sure he's able to catch it. That's it. That's what he did. It was underthrown. Deebo waited, caught it, scored a touchdown. Hey, it wasn't overthrown.
And it really wasn't that underthrown, because if you want to talk about an underthrown ball that Deebo caught and took for a touchdown, he had a worse underthrown ball in the first week of the season against Detroit when Jimmy tried to throw it deep and could barely get there. And the only reason why Deebo was able to score a touchdown was because it was underthrown. He had to stop, come back, catch the ball, and then take it across the field for a touchdown. So if you want to talk about underthrown, I'll show you a bunch of underthrown Jimmy highlights. Don't take it there. Like I
just don't understand the logic from Jimmy fans.
There isn't any.
And it's okay if you're a Jimmy fan, be a Jimmy fan, but don't bring that nonsense into this joint, yo. Trey underthrew a ball for a touchdown. It was a touchdown. That's the only thing that matters is that it was a touchdown.
Right.
I can't figure it out. Listen, I'm trying to see who I saw Dion call. All right, guys, the number's there. Call back. We're going to keep the hotline open for about another 10 minutes or so. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and wrap the show up, guys. All right. Don't forget tonight, the Nitty Gritty Crew is going to be live at 7 p.m. Doing a pregame show. All right. So you're not going to want to miss that, man, because we're going to be dressed up in our gear and everything like that. So make sure you tune in. I know everybody's happy. We might even have a small little tailgate section and on camera or whatever. It's gonna be fun. All right, there's a call. I knew somebody was trying to call. There he is. D, what's going on, family?
What's good with you, Bree?
Yo,
What's going on? What's up, Mo?
Listen.
What up?
We on level 1,000. We done 10 times the 100, bro. Like
we on level 10,000, baby.
Then you done 10 times 1,000. Bro, football is here and the 49ers are playing. Listen, I want you to talk about that, and then I want you to answer the question on how much pressure would Trey Lance be under on today?
I'm gonna say this, man. I think Green Bay really gonna come and try to punch us in the mouth.
That's what Moses was saying.
I really do. I think they really salty about losing in that playoff game with us not scoring. I think Matt LaFleur, I agree with you, Mose. He's still pissed that Kyle had the nerve to even call and say, "Hey, man, can I get your quarterback up out of you?" You know what I'm saying? Like that's like that kind of thing is like me walking up to Mose and going, "Hey, Mose, I see you got that dub, man. Let me get that real quick." Mose looking at me like, "What the fuck? No." Like, what are you talking about? It's not gonna happen. Like, bro, relax. Go get your own dub. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Kyle did to Matt. He basically looked at him like, "I sunned you, man. Like you come from me. You got where you are because you were under my tutelage to an extent." And honestly, I don't think Trey is under any pressure, man. I think Trey just needs to go out, be relaxed, play his game, do what he's supposed to do, and keep on pushing. He'll be in there for a couple of series, maybe 2 at a maximum. As long as they put a solid enough O-line in front of him, he'll be fine. But I do think that Green Bay comes out, and I guarantee you, Aaron Rodgers, him and all of his drugs and hallucinogenics and whatever he's taking, I guarantee you, A-Rod is going to be out there seeing the moon, the stars, and the universe, trying to tell Jordan Love that, he sees this, that, and the third, and that's it. But it's all gravy. But, hey, I got to get out of here, man. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Continue to be great.
Love you too, bro. Stay faithful, man. Thanks for calling. Yeah, he said whatever he's on. Listen, Aaron Rodgers probably won't even. He'll have a jersey on, but he won't be in pads. Mose, it sounds like Green Bay probably gonna come out to try to thunderclap the 49ers.
Oh, yeah. No, I really think they are. I really think they are, especially with that first team. And it may not be for long. It may not be the whole first quarter or even first half, but I feel like at least for a series or 2 or 3, they gonna try to come with it. They really gonna try to come with it.
I'm not gonna post that.
Honestly, if they don't, I'd be surprised.
I'm gonna
if they don't.
I'm gonna just say that, Peachy, you ain't all right. There we go. I just wanted to put that in there. All right, so when it comes to Trey Lance, I'm thinking the pressure is a little different, right? Because if Trey Lance underperforms or doesn't perform well, however you want to colloquially say it, the media, I'll keep that on pause. All right, let's get to this question. And they hung up as I was answering the phone. The media is going to crucify Trey Lance. How do you protect him? We'll put it on pause again. All right, here we go. What's going on? You on the Breezy Hotline?
What's up? This is CJ Gray.
What's going on, CJ Gray? What's going on, family?
Yeah, you've been seeing me on the Facebook Spaces and probably in YouTube Spaces as well.
Absolutely.
Man, I just wanted to talk about Trey and talk about the doubt that the outside people have against him.
Please talk to us. Please talk to us. You got the floor.
I understand that his accuracy has been shaky through camp, but really camp they're working on the stuff that he's weak at. and not necessarily his strengths. And I think that when the season comes around, Kyle's just going to put him in the best position to be successful. Kyle's been successful with an array of quarterbacks. He was even successful with Matt Schaub, who was a backup at Atlanta, backing up Mike Vick. He even made him look good at Houston. So I have all the faith in Kyle and this roster. And Trey just gotta just keep things at a low level and just don't make any big crucial mistakes. And as the season goes along, as Kyle trusts him more, he'll expand his role, and hopefully by the playoffs he'll be ready to go and be able to take it to the Super Bowl.
Best call ever. Like best description, best breakdown from coach to quarterback. I mean, that was perfect. Yo, I appreciate that.
All right, I'm looking forward to a good game. Y'all stay good.
You do. Stay up, stay faithful, bro.
Appreciate
Thanks for
you, bro.
calling in.
Bro.
All right, man. So, what he said was something I was going to get to, because will Kyle Shanahan put Trey Lance we got man. Oh, we got me with you. Hey, what's going on, GB?
Not too much, brother. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. I'm just ready to watch some football. I feel like I'm about to go play football after this show, but I'm ready to watch it.
Okay, let's get hyped. Absolutely. I'm just here to ask. The first question I'm gonna ask is kind of a tough one, but I think a lot of us, it would be really neat to have like a meet and greet, see you and the rest of the nitty gritty fans.
Sure.
That would be really cool. It's always been kind of like juggled around a little bit, but I never feel like there's been like a definite. And Mose, man, if I got to, I'm willing to get a little bit extra Skrilla, see if we can get you out there. I'll wash some cars, mow some grass. I don't care, man. Whatever we got to do. But it would be cool to get you guys out there. That was the first question for you. I didn't know if you knew if you have like a game or anything like that out there for us.
Yeah, like where are you located? Are you on the West Coast?
So I'm currently I'm in the Army right now. So I'm stationed over at Fort Campbell. So
okay, all right. So I believe we're all going to be at that Atlanta game, because we're all from the East Coast. So we're all going to definitely be there. And then we're sporadically going to be at different games. Like Mose and I are going to be in Chicago. Then I think Peachy and I are going to be in Denver. So we're going to be different places. I think Peachy's going to the Tampa game over there at Levi. And I'm going to be at the Washington. What's their name?
Commanders.
No, they're not. Are they the Commanders?
Yeah, Washington Commanders.
Okay, can't remember. They had a few names, right? Because they were the Washington football team. Now they're the Commanders. I'll be at that game, and then I think we're all going to be in Vegas again, like that toward the end of the season. So, if you can come out to any one of those, that's where we're going to be.
Absolutely. And then last thing I want to do is just kind of touch on was the questions you have up there, right? The pressure. Mm-hmm. How much pressure will Trey Lance be under? I don't think a lot.
Okay.
So the big thing here is, and you don't see this a lot. So a lot of times it's funny because we try to say, what are our expectations for Trey? And then when I go over to the other platforms, I see what the streamers for like Green Bay is and what their expectations for Love are. And I'm just going like, man, you guys understand that our defensive line is like, it's like murderous. It's like death row kind of Suge Knight level. Like you can't have high expectations. And I'm trying to be nice and polite and tell
welcome to death row. I wish I had the sound.
Yeah, absolutely. But on the flip side of that, right, is our perception of their defense has changed too. So what they're talking about is that their defense, this is the deepest it's been since 2010.
Okay.
In 2014, they had a pretty deep squad. So their offensive line is banged up. Our offensive line, is not going to be that good. So what we're really looking at is individual players. So when we say the offensive line, that's not really fair because that's going to take sorry guys, going to burst your bubble, but that takes continuity, and they're not going to have continuity on that offensive side until midway through the season. Because you look at the coaching changes from top to bottom, from the running backs coach, tight end coach, Wes Welker's not even there for the wide, like that whole operation. The only still standstay there that's there is Kyle Shanahan. realistic expectations are that this is going to be a work in progress until the middle of the season. So what we're really hoping to see is that Aaron Banks, right, the left guard and our new right guard, or two new guys, that they look comfortable in that new NFL environment, and they're doing well in their one-on-ones. Yes, there won't be Aaron Rodgers, there won't be, Christian or Lazard or Watkins or Cobb or A-Rod, but on those two guys is what I'm looking at, not as the offensive line as a whole, but those two guys, do they look like they can at least compete? And I'll leave with that. Thank you, guys.
We appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling in. All right, we got one more call we're gonna get to real quick. John, call back if you can. That'd be really cool. Get John V to call back in, and then we're gonna close down the hotline for today. Very good takes, man. Very, very, very good takes. And there it is. See, if y'all ever want me to shut up, all you gotta do is call that number. It works every time. John, what's going on, baby?
What's good, family?
Hey,
what's good, Mose?
JV, what up, bro?
All good, brother. Game day, man. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited.
You sound nervous, bro. Like, do you need to take a drink at 1 o'clock? What's good?
No, bro. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just chilling. I've been just lounging, listening to you guys, man. I'm chilling. This preseason for me is like, I don't know. I feel like it's like the most exciting one in a long time, man. I think this secondary is just going to put on a show, and I think I'm most interested to see Womack and Ambry Thomas. I'm not really worried about any other position group. The secondary is what we lacked. It's what I'm most excited to see. So I think it's going to be all good back there, man. As far as the pressure for Trey and how he responds, the kid's smart, man. He's a smart kid. He's surrounded by the baddest group of mother lovers in the league. I don't think he has anything to worry about, man. And I think LaFleur's going to come out strong, man. I agree, Mose. I truly believe he's got a chip on his shoulder, and he's going to come out swinging like a little man, trying to fight the big dogs. I don't know how Kyle responds. I think we play conservative, and I think we just let LaFleur come out swinging like a madman. Like, I don't know. How do you guys feel? Like, do you think Kyle's going to respond like the big guy, or he's just going to be chill?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Here's what I know about Kyle. If you challenge him, he's going to step up to the plate.
Facts.
So if he sees that LaFleur wants to play that game,
you want to play rough?
Huh? Okay. So I think if he sees LaFleur taking it there, I don't think it's going to be like a back and forth battle, but I think Kyle is going to know. Kyle's going to have one play that he can go to, and when he calls it and it works, he's just going to take one look at LaFleur from the other sideline, and it's going to be that "don't F with me" look. So I don't think it'll be something that we'll see throughout the game. But I think if he sees that early, Kyle's going to go to that one play, make sure that it works as long as everybody does their job, and you're going to look over at the sideline and play and hit him with that play with me if you want to. It's not going to end well for you, and you know that. So, yeah, I think Kyle is going to respond in kind just to say, you know who I am, and you know what it is that I do.
We've embarrassed the Packers so frequently that I truly believe LaFleur wants to expose Trey in some way.
But in a preseason game, bro, when it doesn't even count?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's like you said it yourself. There's a bad taste in LaFleur's mouth. There's got to be.
Yeah.
You can't blame the dude, right? To come out in a preseason game and in the first few series and try to smack Trey in the mouth, I believe it.
Yeah.
I think in a series or two he'll try to.
But in my opinion, though, John, it won't give him any like validity because it's preseason. Like
no, but what it is it's like we talked about. It's the perception that Trey isn't good. the perception that Trey isn't ready, the perception that John and Kyle made a mistake by going with Trey instead of going with Justin Fields or Mac Jones or whoever else was available.
But what if that can feed into what Kyle wants? Like, Kyle wants you to think Trey not ready. Kyle wants you to think they made a bad mistake. Kyle wants, like, what if it's that?
But we talked about it too last year, Breezy. When Kyle get into that too deep of a thinker bag, when he's
not a thinker. He just
when he's trying to reverse psychology.
He's not a philosopher.
Yeah, sometimes he try to do too much with the reverse psychology and it end up backfiring.
Gotcha.
And I think we're at a point where he's not limited by quarterback play anymore, that he don't have to do the reverse psychology thing.
I got you, bro. Listen, John, I'm about to get out of here because I got to go take the wife out to get some lunch. It's our last day off together. So we're going to go grab some lunch. But, John, thanks for joining. Thanks for jumping in, man. We appreciate you, bro.
As always, bro. Love.
You guys have a great day, man.
All right. You too, man.
Take care.
Peace. All right. So next call-in show, we do the call-in show every Friday. On Nitty Gritty Niners, though, we're probably going to open up the phone lines when the season starts. So that'll be on Monday night. So you could probably call in on Monday. So we'll start this Monday. Preseason starts Monday. So we'll do a call-in segment. We'll make sure we have a call-in segment on the Monday night show. So if you watch on Monday night, all right, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll make sure we do the call-in segment. How about that? That's cool, Mose? Got to ask Peachy and Fair if it's cool, but I'm sure they'll be cool with it as well. Listen,
absolutely.
It's preseason football, guys. The game is on tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Listen, make sure y'all tune in. I was debating if I'm going to have enough energy to do some type of overreaction show, which means it will be late. Mm-hmm. I haven't decided yet. I don't know if Mosey going to be up. I don't know if Peachy going to be up. I probably won't get in the house till after 12 midnight, but it's still early on the West Coast. If not, I don't want to wait too long. Maybe we'll do something tomorrow. I don't know. We'll figure it out because we got to talk about the game. You know what I'm saying? Got to talk about the game. All right, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. We got a couple of contributions, and we want to get to this poll question, which I'm going to end right now because usually when I end it, I don't forget to talk about it. So it's ended.
There we go.
All right, bam. Yeah, it's got his method to my madness, bro. I'm not a philosopher either. I just need to do shit. That's who I am. All right, so let's get to this these contributions really quickly. Shout out to my brother Johnny James Niner Gang. He says, what up, my guys? Love my Niner family. It's his birthday weekend, and it starts tonight. And then he ends it with a trade 10. That's kind of dope. I think trade 10 is going to be hashtag trade 10. I tell you what,
I like that.
Everybody, when you put out a 49ers tweet, after you hashtag FTTB, hashtag trade 10.
Yep.
And then at Johnny James Niners Gang, give him a follow. All right? Because he came up with that one. Shout out to you, Johnny James Niner Gang. We appreciate you, fam. Couple of questions. DeMarcus asks, who's guarding Christian Watson? Christian Watson is recovering. He's not even playing tonight, so he won't be out there. All right. So I just wanted you to know that. And then Andrew asks, he says, I could host 106 in Park. Yo, fun fact, Andrew, I used to be the music director for this TV show where I had to put music together for all the artists that came on Wild Out Wednesday. Like started, I think it was in 2000 and maybe 2007, 2008. Can't remember the year, but I did it for a few years right before they changed into the Bow Wow era. Like right before he became the host. So I was on there at the end of Terrence and Roxy. I watched them emancipate and break up. That junk was crazy. I watched them argue. It was crazy. Anyway, Terrence went on to do movies and Roxy, I don't know what the hell she's doing. But yeah, I was there. I was right there in the whole midst of that. So I learned a lot by being on set. So that's it was my passion then. I don't know why it took me so long to even get into this. It's crazy. But yeah, fun fact, Andrew Martinez, but thank you for that. Mose, man, final thoughts, man. Let's get up out of here, baby.
Listen, this is a great time for us as 49er fans, as the faithful. We get to see football again. We get to see the pads and the helmets click clack against a team with a different color jersey than us. We are going to have some overreactions, but just understand that this is just one step in our journey to becoming the best possible team that we are eventually going to grow to be in the 2022 NFL season. So Look for highs, look for lows, look for areas that we did great in, look for areas that we can improve in, and jump back on TWBN to chop it up with me, Breezy, Peachy, and Fair, because we're going on a wild ride this season. Let's go.
That deserves this. Because that's all we're going to do is touchdown, baby. You feel me? Listen, the poll question was simply, it's game day. Which running back moves will finish with the most, with all-purpose yards, the most yards for all-purpose? That's what I meant to ask. Ooh. I know it was worded funny. It's because I went back and tried to add in all-purpose. That's why it's worded funny. Yeah.
So which running back is going to end the game with the most all-purpose yards?
That's what it was. So my apologies if it doesn't make sense and I confuse people. The choices were Ty Davis-Price, Trey Sermon, Jordan Mason, and Jermichael Hasty.
Ooh,
who would you have picked?
I might go with Trey Sermon.
So you 32% went with Trey Sermon, actually, most. But 44% went with TDP, bro.
I love TDP, but you know, from what I'm hearing from camp about Trey Sermon, I think Kyle wants to see, okay, you've done all of this in the offseason. You got your body right. You know, you're looking good. What does this look like in a game behind an offensive line going up against another defense? How does all the work that you're putting in translate to the field? Because I need to know if I can be able to count on you during the regular season. So I think for that, Sermon may get a few more looks and a few more touches. But, you know, if it is TDP, great. I mean, if it's Jermichael Hasty, cool. If it's Jordan Mason, great. Like, it doesn't really matter to me. Like, I want to see all of them anyway.
I feel you, bro. And don't forget, the running backs are going to be in rotation. I do not expect Elijah Mitchell to play. I don't expect Jeff Wilson Jr. to play, but I do expect these three guys to play. All right. So, well, these four guys. And don't forget, people keep saying Hasty isn't going to make this roster. I don't know. He the best pass catching back that Kyle Shanahan covets that, which means we might see more of that this year. Okay. So I'm going to say that. Gammon gave another contribution. He says, thank you for taking call-ins. Mose, I'm cutting grass. He did hang up rather swiftly. He didn't even let us respond. He was
no, he didn't. He was like, all right, I'm going to
go. I thought I was the only one that peeped it. But yeah, now I got to ask Chestnut this question and we're going to leave. I'm so hyped for tonight. Meanwhile, my wife is a Green Bay fan and is hardly excited. I'm just curious to know. You see, he got the bow nose joint in the background. Tell me that's not fire. That's crazy. How did this happen? Like, how? Like, and I get it. There's spouses and partners are fans of different teams. I get it, you know, but you gotta put your foot down and be like, it's 49ers or nothing. You got to get out of my house. I'm just playing. Don't do that. Do not do that. If you do that, though, I got a whole man cave. You can come stay down here, bro, rent free. All right. So listen. Yeah, let's get up out of here, Mose. This was fun, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Listen, we're going to do the show at 7 p.m. Make sure your alerts are set to on and don't miss the pre-game show right here on the WayneBreezie Network channel. You do not want to miss out on that. It's going to be really fun. I guarantee you we're going to have some fun, watch TV, talk football, all that good stuff. All right, guys, love you. Stay up, stay faithful. Always keep it nitty gritty. Thanks for watching. We out, y'all. Peace. Peace